Alright y'all, so as y'all can see, we're working with a blank t-shirt that I had already cut up into a crop top because I was planning on working on this shirt, but I was procrastinating like always, and I was like, okay, let me just use this shirt. So right now I'm just using this yardstick to measure out how I want to place the design. Low-key, I didn't really know how to measure, but I was just doing whatever. I kind of like had an idea of the size, so I just kind of like went off of that. I probably measured it like 4 inches wide, I'm guessing. So don't quote me on that, but I just measured it the best way I could, y'all. So once I mapped out how wide I want my design, I'm going to put it into the Cricut Joy, and I'm going to use the white iron-on smart vinyl. So right now I'm going into my Cricut design space, and this was a little bit difficult for me because I didn't really know how to measure. I really need to get better with that, but as y'all can see, it took me a little minute to get it the way that I wanted it. So I was just really just playing around with it until I got it to my liking. Oh y'all, and I forgot to mention, when you're doing a t-shirt design, you always have to mirror it. So it's going to give you the option to select mirror on and mirror off. So for t-shirts, you would select mirror on. So once we have the design to our liking, we're going to select Smart Iron On. And for the Cricut Joy, you don't have to use the mat that comes with it. You just load the vinyl into it, and the little blade that you see, it's going to measure out how much space it needs, and it's going to start cutting out your design. So now I'm gonna unload the vinyl from the Cricut Joy once it's done cutting out the design. And as you guys can see, I've already started peeling out the excess vinyl that we don't need so that I can get to the letters, which is very tedious because if you pull too hard, it'll mess up your design, and we don't want that. So I'm just pulling out all the excess vinyl that we don't need. Don't try me. Don't try me. Don't try me. Hey. Alright y'all, so I low-key messed up on the first design, but I ended up just cutting out another one, and I just mimic the one that I had before so that I can get in the same spot. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a white cloth and start ironing this baby on. I did have some issues with it. The lady that I was watching to help me do this, she said like the thinner the design is going to take longer to adhere to the material that you're using. So it took me a little minute. So I really don't know how long I ironed this for. It felt like I was ironing forever, but eventually I got it to stick. And when y'all doing this, make sure that y'all have the sticky side down on the material. I did have to warm up the actual shirt. I kind of forgot to do that first, but you kind of want to have a little bit of heat on the actual shirt. Then put the design on and then put your cloth and start ironing. So I think once I did that, that's when it started to adhere. Alright y'all, so the Don't Try Me design is looking real nice. So once I took the transfer paper off, I kind of just went back in to make sure it was not gonna go nowhere once I washed it. And then bada bing bada boom, it ain't going nowhere, boo. Don't try. If y'all enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it up, spam my comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the best gang on YouTube, Bands Gang, period.